We need to find this place or we'll be late.
Make a left on Astrology Avenue. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant right. It should be right here. 444 Spearway. Oh, turn.
It looks like Renee. Yay, we're on time.
The James and Kellee Show.
Great, let's start the show. So how many people, roughly, I know we're just throwing this out of the air here, percentage-wise, are stuck?
It's a great question. I'd say...
Or in life, I think we all get stuck sometimes, depending on what the reference to it is. Like
throughout life, we will all have a time period when we're stuck, James. All of us will have a time that we're stuck. And we might need a little help. But it does happen. It could be in relationships. I'll tell you what it could be too. And I've had a lot of widow and widowers say to me, I can't move forward. I can't move forward. So that's another way of being stuck in that. Or I've lost a child. I can't move forward. Or I've lost a pet even. I can't move forward.
I mean, I understand that.
Totally understand that.
Understand that. You feel like, what's life worth? Or, why move on? Yeah, I get that. But I think, I mean, again, and we're just giving people our ideas and tools. It's not engraved in stone here. But I always think it's good to have a bigger picture perspective.
Yes.
Bigger picture that we are souls having a human experience, and we're much bigger than this body. This is, 30% of our souls here, 70% is outside us. If that, even that percentage might not be true, but the idea of that. And I think we have that sense that we're more than just this, and that these are lessons that humans are going through, that we've chosen to come back and learn. And the amount of time and energy we put into being stuck in something. I think sometimes, Kellee, do you think people get stuck because they want someone else to change?
Yes. Yeah, they do. They're waiting for the magic. All of a sudden the magic door is going to open up. Something's going to happen.
I've been guilty of this in my life, and I recognized it 2 years ago, and it was one of the soul lessons I learned, which I think a lot of people are, that, I did something and I expect someone else to do something for me as nice as that. But that's unrealistic expectations placed on somebody else, because they might not even be aware of that.
That's
they might
correct.
be limited. They might not know that. So that's a good one. I learned that one. But I got stuck on even family for a long time, thinking they should behave a certain way, and they didn't know any better.
Right. Exactly. Limited.
Limited. And we're married to people like that. We partner
you bet.
like that. We have friends like that. I've let go of many friends. And the reason why is because I'm getting stuck in a pattern repeating itself. And a lot of people get stuck in patterns that repeat themselves over and over again. Don't they? Yeah,
they do. Absolutely, they do. And really, I think the first step, first of all, is to recognize you are stuck. Are you stuck? I mean, have some consciousness about that. Are you stuck? And if you're stuck, I love this saying, James. It's the first thing you need to do is step back, take a look at what's going on in your life. I love this. And this is from, was an Einstein quote. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it.
It's great.
I love that one.
Great.
And it's true, because I always ask, if I have a client that comes in and tells me they're stuck and they don't know what to do and what to go, I always have them think about like where they are. Okay. What got them there? And what do they really want? Because this might be you're stuck in your life, you're stuck in your career, you're stuck. What are you stuck in? Because whenever you're stuck, you need to see things from a different perspective.
Oh yeah, just let me jump in here with you, because I think back to the first thing is know that you're stuck, but break it down to what areas of your life do you feel stuck? Is it a career that you feel trapped in? Is it a friendship? Is it a love life? Is it same routine over and over again? Where do you feel stuck? First, you got to recognize where it is, what got you there. Yes. And a lot of that might be sometimes people pleasing. Did that to please somebody else instead of pleasing yourself.
I would bet with most of our audience, that's it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because then what happens is you start getting like angry and resentment. And then it turns into depression. And then you're stuck.
Because you're trying to have someone else live up to your standards or what your expectations are. Yeah. And maybe you give in to make them be that way. And we've all done it. I've done it. We've all done it.
We've all done it.
But I think if we have to recognize that is, again, it's almost giving your power away. It's giving your power away.
100%. It's giving away your power.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't feed that which, well, hold on. That lady's back. Don't feed that which brings you down or brings you to a lower level. I just heard. Don't feed that mind. Don't feed that mind thought that brings in the lower energies, which is fear, which is doubt, which is limitation. Don't feed that. So don't feed those thoughts. Thanks.
Okay. I love her.
I don't know who this one is, but we call the Bewitched Guide because
she's the Both Sides Now and Beyond guide.
yeah.
I'm telling you, she jumps in at the greatest times.
Maybe I didn't really. It's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Whenever we do this show, she's been on for the last few times.
It's true.
I love this gal.
A couple of things I want to also mention to Kellee, which I thought about when I was thinking about the topic tonight, was when you feel, let's say, you're trapped or you're stuck. Notice what patterns that you have, and do they repeat? Do the patterns repeat? And how did you get, like you said, how did you get there? And also, your past experience, the inner critic makes it worse always.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And actually, you have to be, first of all, and my daughter said something, you know, I've got two psychologists here, my daughter and my son-in-law. They're both psychologists.
And the super guide, your grandson, yeah.
And my exactly. And that's true. I usually ask him. And so my Holiday was saying that, you know, Mom, there's comfort in being stuck. She said it's because they're so used to it. There's you know, to change, it's going to feel uncomfortable. And she was absolutely right.
So it's what you got to ask yourself, then what's the payoff for that? So it's behavior. So what if you got to go down to what is the payoff that they're behaving this way? That pattern's repeating itself over and over. What is the payoff that they're getting? And there's got to be a payoff. And it usually comes down to love of self or non-love of self. That's non-love. And you go all the way back to childhood and you'll see what's the payoff. I'm looking for attention. I'm trying to right or wrong. I'm trying to be accepted, whatever it might be. So what is the payoff for them behaving that way? And anybody in anyone's life that does that, your friends or your family members, and they victimhood or like, their unstuckness can pull you in, as our bewitched lady said here. So don't see what's the payoff for them, and you want to be around that. Because I have a friend, Kellee knows this person, and she only calls me when she wants something. She only calls when she needs something for herself. That's correct. I really call just how are you? It's all about. So I decided not to call this person because I'm like, wait a minute, because you know, once I called her and she wanted if someone's in her house, I'm like, huh? Why? Is that what you calling me for? You have to call me immediately. I get immediately. I thought it was an emergency, and the call was, is there someone in my house? What? And I won't do that. I won't feed into that.
You've set some amazing boundaries. I'm so proud of you.
I have for the past 2 years, haven't I?
Unbelievable.
I have, because life is too short.
Oh,
I'm going to live every moment to the fullest. And I'm not living someone else's life. I'm living my life. And if I'm stuck in something, it's my responsibility to get out of it.
That's absolutely the point. Nobody can do it for you.
You have
to. And how it begins is you have to shift your state. You have to shift your awareness. So, and how do you do that? Instead of focusing all your energy onto, I'm depressed, I don't know what to do, my life sucks, blah, 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 whatever it is. Okay. You have to do something that brings dopamine into your life. And I'm going to talk about that for a second. You have to do something in order to bring dopamine into your brain, which is the neurotransmitter that makes you feel so good. You have to do something, guess what, that brings you joy. So even if you don't know what brings you joy, what brought you joy in the past? Music, being with somebody, being with your animal, being with your pet. What brings you joy? Because when you bring yourself joy, it's amazing how dopamine starts to enter your brain, and you're able to move, and you're able to think differently. You're able to make different choices. It's very important. And how do you get dopamine in your brain? I'm going to tell you, go for a walk, exercise, yoga, massage, playing with your animals, walking in nature, reading a book, getting enough sleep, believe it or not. And once you do that, it's an amazing thing that happens. Once you start to get dopamine, you start to have gratitude for everything. Gratitude piles on the dopamine. Gratitude helps get you unstuck. I'm grateful that I've had the experience to even watch this show. I'm grateful for the experience of, eating a little piece of chocolate. I don't know, whatever you're grateful for. It's everything gratitude. It really does start to add dopamine to your brain.
Thanks for
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Thanks, Renee.
Bye.
I'll talk to
Bye-bye.
you guys later.
You've been listening to Both Sides Now and Beyond, featuring spiritual medium and master teacher James Van Praagh and spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.
That was great. Maybe we changed some lives.
And maybe opened up some minds.
Which way do I turn?
Right. I mean left.